Hi, I'm Charlie Thorburn. Welcome to Mordor Gundogs. On this video, we're going to be doing some training with an 8-month-old Labrador. Just going through basic training, heeling, sitting, staying, retrieving, a bit of recall. So this is Rum. Now, some of you who've watched some of our other videos would have seen Rum a few months ago as a sort of smaller puppy, and he's growing rapidly. He's all sort of arms and legs at the moment. He's like a sort of gangly teenager. He's a fox red Labrador dog. His mum's called Flirt. And we bred her, and we bred her mum, and her mum, and her mum, and so on and so forth. The usual Mordor way. Many generations. So Rum's got a home he's going to in the future, down on the south coast of England. And young family, they want a nice, well-behaved dog, so they've come to us. So where's Rum at? Well, one of the most noticeable things, having just done a video with a spaniel, is that most Labradors are born half-trained, and most Spaniels die half-trained, and that's the really good ones, okay? So I'll be under no illusion that you can turn your dog into your perfect dog unless you start off with the perfect dog. And what do I mean by that? Well, to give you a simple example, we had someone up the other day with a 50-kilo German wirehead pointer. And they live in the middle of a town, and they'd bought this dog, and he was about 18 months old, and they'd bought this dog because they thought he was handsome. And quite a sensible family, kind of just fairly normal kind of middle-class family. And they turned up here with their German wirehead pointer, who pulled the dad across my driveway like he was water skiing. And the guy was a similar size to me, it wasn't like he was 2 foot nothing. Big guy being pulled across the yard, dog completely out of control. And I looked at this and I'm like, oh God, here we go again. And I said, what are you looking for? And he started to tell me, we want the dog to walk to heel. We want the dog to come back. We want the dog to calm down and go to sleep in the house. We want the dog to do this. We want the dog to do that. We want to take him away with us. We want to walk up Ben Nevis with him. And they reeled off this list of things. And what was my answer? My answer was, you've just described a Labrador. This guy here, for example, they wanted a calm dog who had a bit of energy to chase a ball and chase the kids, and they bought a German wirehead pointer. You've got to go in these things with your eyes open, okay? The reason everybody's got a Labrador is because they're lovely and they generally do what most people want from them. I mean, you look at this guy here, he's 8 months old, and basically he's walking to heel really nicely on the lead. I mean, I know we're trainers and we've been doing this for a long time, so he's doing pretty well, but he's just naturally predisposed to just being calm. He's like, oh, look, Dad's talking to the camera. I'll just lie down and just chill and relax, which is what we want him to do in the house and what we want him to do if he's out on a shoot until he's got a job to do. Okay, so where do we start with Rum? Rum, heel. He walks on my left. Nice loose lead, okay? Now, I don't want this video to be one of those videos that are all over all on the internet, like, oh, look at my perfect dog, sign up to my course and you can have your perfect dog. That's not what I'm selling. What I am selling is sign up to Mordor Gundogs and you can get yourself a really well-behaved dog, because we've done it time and time again. So he's focused on me. Now I just want to reiterate, because I mentioned this, I'm not the one who trains all the dogs. I train dogs. Obviously, I've been training dogs for a long time, but we have a lot of dogs and I've got a really great team of trainers who work for me. So this dog here, I have literally done nothing with, apart from I've taken him for runs. I've given him his breakfast every morning because I do the morning shift, the early start in the kennels. I've spent time with him in that environment, but I've never, ever taken him out on the lead. And he's come out on the lead and he's looking at me like I'm his dad and I'm his trainer. Heel. If I pay attention to him, he's going to pay attention to me. Okay, we do all the usual tricks. Turning around, changing direction, turning on the spot, doing a loop-to-loop as I talk about it in the other videos, and just getting him to follow me around. Now you can see he's like, oh, I'm so happy, I'm happy to be out. I'm a focused little guy. He's got a bit of spring in his step. He's by no means boring, but he knows what he's meant to do. So he's behaving nicely on the lead. So let's take the lead off. Now I leave my hand there so he can lick my fingers, and I'm engaging with him. Good boy, Rum, good boy. I'm encouraging him to follow me along. You know, it's quite playful and it's quite fun, but he's walking nicely to heel because I don't know this guy well, so I don't know whether he's just gonna do it perfectly or he's gonna do it nicely. So, heel. Now he's getting a bit silly, so I tone back on the engagement with him. I start to not look at him so much. Heel. Start treating him a bit more like an older dog. Heel. But I'm still watching him. Heel. And the moment he goes to chew the grass or do something, sit, do something, I'm putting a little bit of pressure on him. Now, I've talked about in other videos about how the perfect dog brought up in the perfect way never needs to be told off. His mum is one of those, and I think he's going to be one of those as well. You saw there, he just lost his focus on me, started chewing the grass a little bit, and all I had to do was just lean towards him, a bit of body language, and encourage him to come back with me, and he came. By picking up on those little subtleties, when he's young and teaching him that body language and understanding what we're trying to get him to do, prevents the problem growing. By stopping him do that very quickly and correcting it, we moved on. Stopping him again the next time, we move on. He'll just start to not do it anymore because I'm consistently stopping him, so he'll just go, that's just not what I meant to do. And I can achieve all that by just being attentive and paying attention to him, watching him, seeing what he's doing, seeing what he's not doing, and dealing with it straight away, rather than going, oh, he's doing so well, oh, he's great, oh, yeah, I don't need to worry, and then, you know, the next thing is he's sort of running off down the drive, okay? And then at which point I have to run after him and pull him up for it and bring him back, and it's like I could have prevented all of that just by picking up on the little things. If you look after the dog pennies, the dog pounds look after themselves. If you deal with the little bits of tiny thoughts of tugging on the lead or the sit, the thought of moving, sit, just like that, just that little movement from him. If you just deal with that, then you can progress much quicker, okay? Now, he's a young dog, so he doesn't know the rules and he doesn't know me. He's learning still. He knows how to sit and stay, but he doesn't really know. Sit. He doesn't know, it's implicit that he doesn't move. Sit. So I don't tell him off, I just take him back. Sit. 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 And you can see there, he thought of moving and he almost self-controlled. He almost hesitated like, oh, I don't think I'm meant to be doing this. And he corrected himself with a little bit of effort from me. He didn't need telling off. He didn't really need a correction. He just got a little bit of body language pressure and he was there again. Okay? Sit. We're going to do a retrieve. Now, I know that this dog is reasonably steady, but he's not totally steady. So when I do the retrieve, sit. I'm going to throw it over my head. Sit. Good boy. Out. Run. Out. Good boy. And you can see huge enthusiasm. He's off. He's got it. He's brought it back. What a clever man you are, aren't you? What a clever man. What a clever man. Sit. Now, I don't want him leaping around after the retrieve, so I'm not going to engage with that. Sit. But again, I'm not being tough on him. And the only reason I'm saying this is partly because I want to show you how we do it, okay? This is how we do it. Yes, if he chased a sheep, I would run across the field after him and I'd rugby tackle him, okay? But he's not chasing a sheep. There's no point getting overexcited. Oh, he's jumping up, get him down. There's no point getting in a pickle about it, but there's also no point going, no, Rum, don't do that, because he's going to keep doing it. We've got to find that balance, okay? Sit. In America, they call it balanced training. They love having a name for stuff. And that's what balanced training is, I think, is knowing when to put pressure on, when to put encouragement on, when to tell them off, when to praise them. It's getting that balance right. I mean, it does make sense. I've never really heard anyone in this country talk about it. But that's what we're looking to do with this guy here. Is just get enough that, you know, if he needs to be kind of growled at, what you doing? And then, good boy, come with me. And you've got to have that quick change in personality, that Jekyll and Hyde personality. sit that you guys will see so much in my videos. Sit up. We're going to do one more. Sit, sit, sit. Now you saw he just flinched a little bit there, but I flinched as well, and that flinching of mine was just enough for him to go, oh yeah, this guy's on it as well, because he doesn't know me. He's pushing the boundaries. He's seeing what he can get away with and what he can't get away with, and you can't get away with anything, mister. No matter how sweet you are. Go on, out. And you can see when he's off looking for it, he's so happy, and this is his real love. This is what I love seeing them do, you know, is once they've learnt, come here, no, you're not going to eat it. Come here, good boy. Now, I think by the way he's handling this dummy, I think probably he's used to a puppy dummy, and he's not quite progressed onto a big dummy. Sit. Sit. So we've done a little bit of healing, a little bit of sitting and staying. We've done a little retrieve. We've made him just have a patience lesson. He's had to sit here. He's had to sit here and just be patient and listen to me talk to the camera. He's had some good lessons here, so now we're just going to let him have a little bit of a run around. Go on, off you go. So the end of the training session, and we just have a little run around with him and a little play. Good boy, come on then. Good boy. He wants to hang around me. He wants to play with me. That's great. Don't push him away too much. If he's happy just staying in the zone of me, then that's great. Remember, you get out what you put in, and we'll see you all on another video. Thanks for watching. Come on.